America does not want you to be happy. I've been traveling around the world, living overseas for a long time now. In the longer, I don't know, I feel like this point is getting driven into my head so much more. Now I'm in Mozambique. I was actually walking around the city, and every time I would look at something, I was looking at it from the aspect of this could make a bunch of money here, or this, I don't know why they're not doing this. Like, this money's going to waste. And then I realized something this morning that in America, everything's judged by money. Money is basically like your credit score or your social credit score. The more money you have, the more attractive you are, the better you look, the more people respect you. But then when you talk to people here, and even if they don't have like a lot of money or they're not driving the fanciest car, they're way happier than the average American. And that's a problem because America is set up to be a damn corporation. You are a gear in the machine, and your value is how much money you can actually produce for society and for companies. And it's kind of ridiculous because you sacrifice so many things. Like work-life balance does not exist in America. Like here, the first 3 days I was in Mozambique, like the city was like a ghost town. And they were saying, yeah, certain shops don't even open till like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. And I'm talking about restaurants. And I'm like, there's no way in hell that will work in America. In America, you have to be there like 7 a.m., 8 a.m. before the customers even get there to prep. Then you open up the shop, and then afterwards, you might have to stay late depending on how busy the flow is. It's it's not about whether you're happy or not. It's not about having enough. America is about access, especially when it comes to money. And also, what I've been noticing here is, and this is like big in like Asia, Africa, is that sense of community. Like, since people don't have a lot here, people tend to work together. And even if you go to like the high soul or the upper echelons of society, you see that they group together too. There's like a sense of community. But even in America, like there's no sense of community. Maybe if you go to some backwards town in the South or something like that, or you go to some southern towns, there's probably still a sense of community. But like, I feel like that's getting erased because Walmart and all that is destroying like all the like small shops and all that. All the corporations are buying up all the real estate and the condominiums going everywhere, or they're purchasing all like the mobile park homes. So everything is getting squeezed for every last drop of profit that's possible. And it doesn't matter whether people know their neighbor or whether you have friends. It's just about monetizing everything. Like I'm pretty sure soon they're gonna monetize happiness. Like, okay, if you can like buy happiness like for $1, if a corporation figures out how to sell you some type of happiness, which what they do is with like liquor, drugs, antidepressants and all that. But if they can like literally find out, okay, if we trigger this synapses in your brain, they're gonna charge you probably like $100 an hour to trigger that, and they're gonna drive people to the brink of insanity, even though they know it's bad. Like they're like, no, we're gonna make this money. And it's crazy that we normalize this, and then most Americans, because only like 33% of Americans have a passport and actually travel to other places like Africa, Asia. Because usually people go to like the Caribbean and they go stay on resorts, or they go to Mexico, they stay in resorts. They're not really branching out and seeing like other ways of life. they're basically just going to like, okay, America like I can give an example. Haiti, Labadee. It is basically where all the cruise ships go in Haiti. And it feels like you're in Florida somewhere. But if you get outside, and this is before Haiti was a failed state, like, cause Haiti's kind of, but I'm just using Haiti as an example. If you got outside of like Labadee and you explored Haiti, you went to like Jacmel, Cap Iceton, Oak Cap, in certain areas in like, Petronville and Port-au-Prince, you can see there's a community there. In most countries, there's some type of community because the most important thing is people. Like, you can have all the money in the world, but if you're alone, you don't have family, you don't have friends, you're going to be isolated and you're going to go crazy. That's why they use solitary confinement as punishment in jail, because you need social interaction. But in America, that's not valued. And I think it's not by accident. Like, if you don't have that, you're going to try to fill that void some other way. And going to like impoverished countries and going to like what you would consider like the rich or first world countries, there's a lot of countries that have community or a sense of community where people are valued, where people have work-life balance, where people can come together and socialize and communicate and try to build something. It doesn't really make sense why that doesn't exist in America. And you could say, oh, America is so huge, like the country is so spread out, blah, blah, blah. But no, that doesn't make sense because there's other countries that are damn near the same size as America, or if not like half the size of America, and their sense of community is there. They don't have the resources that America has. So why is that? Like, drop a comment below if you can come up with a reason why there's no sense of community in America, why people are so unhappy. Give me an idea of what you think it is the problem. I think it has to be manufactured. Because if you look at history and you look at where the direction America is going, where they're trying to monetize everything, and basically, I feel like the future in America is you're going to rent everything. You're not going to own anything. That's so corporations can squeeze every single ounce of profit there is. That's the only way America can really continue, is to be a profit center. That's all it is. A profit center for corporations now. And if you don't believe me, you can just do your own research. You can look at financial statements, you can look at K1s and all that, and look at what they're saying. Like, yo, we gotta maximize this. And not to even talk about like all the experiments that like the government does that come out like 20 to 50 years later about, oh, they did this on this group of people to see what would happen here. And, and they did it freely, and they did these experiments for years on end. And then they take that intel and they employ it to the American people. Like, I don't know why people are not waking up and seeing what's going on and seeing in their eyes that, yeah, you're being manipulated. They are doing this to you. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything. I'm not like, yeah, 5G, all this other nonsense. But the tea leaves are everywhere. Like, you can see the signs. Like, how? How can you be the richest country and then also be the most miserable country in the world? How can everybody on the country be on antidepressants How can everybody be an alcoholic? How can all these problems exist? But if you come to a country where there's no opportunity, and why are you going to say no opportunity? There's barely any opportunity. People are struggling to get by, and everybody's not on an antidepressant. Everybody's not alcoholic. Like Mozambique right here. Like so many people here don't even drink, and you would think like, okay, they will. This would be one of those countries where they drink a lot because there's a lack of like opportunity. It's just mind blowing. Like just thinking about this and seeing this and coming to these conclusions once you travel. This is why I believe everybody needs to travel because like if you don't travel, if you don't get outside the box, you're not going to be able to see that there's something wrong. It's like a fish can't really see the water that is in. It's just there. Yeah. But let me know what you think about this. It's your boy KidGreatness, and remember, you can't rush greatness. We out.